Hello YouTube. This is I'm filming from Takasaki city. So what's happened is the first week of May, Japan has a bit this longest holiday called Golden Week. So I came back to my parents' place to spend a week to just to go through this crazy holiday time. Basically this year could be the 9 days of a holiday, so people goes everywhere. Like if you go to somewhere famous, it's gonna be like people everywhere. Anyway, so this is very exciting because this cities I went to high school with, and so I have a lot of memory in Takasaki. So and weather is perfect. This is not too hot, not too cold, and sunny, so I can't ask any more that. So have a look. This is the Takasaki station, and over there is the shopping center Oppo, and Ion is behind it. So this is not a massive population city, but this is a very important traffic hub because the Shinkansen goes to Tokyo to Nagano, and also Shinkansen goes to Tokyo to Niigata. So this is in the middle, the junction that separate into two different ways. So it's quite a lot of traffic. So it's a very important traffic hub for the middle of Japan. I can start hear the music here. And this is very exciting because I used to sing on this bridge. What I want to show you is that as a drinker, that Japan is the best country to drink. So this is just the supermarkets that nearby I live, my hometown. But the selection of drink is available. It's amazing. These are sake. Because sake, not sake. The selection of sake. See how amazing, how much different variety. So these ones are soju, but the soju has a different ingredients. One is from the rice, one from the imo. Imo is means potato-based soju, and the rice-based soju. And this size, so this is the one that I was drinking at Okinawa, Awamori. So distills a drink, but it's different way of making it. So it's much stronger. And then there is a sake, continue to be sake, and imported whiskey, all these. Look, Johnny is only about maybe $14 Australian, $13 or $14. So it's very affordable whiskey here, but more than anything, we have this in Japanese brand whiskey. It's called Santry Kaku, and then cheaper versions is Toris. And look at that. You can buy in 2 liters and then 5 liters. So this is amazing. This is belong to either people drink a lot, or people have a shop or restaurant and the people buy these big bottles and then serves for the customer. Now moving to here, this is the small portion of the sake that you can buy. Sake, and then wine. So these are made in Japan. It's not the best. I mean, I much prefer Australian wine, but basically you can buy wine from everywhere. See, these are French wine, and yeah, it's most of the French wine. Where's Australian? Oh yes, it's these Australian wines here, and endless wine, rosés. So pretty much that drink that existed in the world, pretty much you can buy everything, and then the best selection of the sake is here in Japan. So this section is a soju. There's Korean soju. I like this. So it's in Korea, it's about $1.50, but this is like a $2, maybe $2, a little bit more than $2. See that? So I don't know. I think this is the best country to drink. This is finished with the vodkas, and you know, this sui is a Japanese made gin. It's quite tastes good, and Bombay Sapphire is about $20, so it's good, huh? So this is the selection of a drink here in Japan. So I decided to have a karubi ramen in Takasaki, which is a yakiniku barbecue shop, but they have a ramen, and usually it's very tasty. So shuhai tikaka. This is a kimchi based soup. Look at this. This is a karubi meat. It's like a jelly that's so soft. こっちはさ、カメラなんかさ、自分の家の中なんかさ、それどころの話じゃないじゃん。見られないでしょ。もうさ、押さえてるのさ、もういいカメラ。そういうのさ、電信マスに見られてもらわない。So I came up to Chuo Ginza. The Ginza Dori is the Japanese very good old days arcade that you have all these shops inside, and you don't get wet because it's a cover with roof, and traffic. I think it's most of the shop is gone, and I have a sweet memory of eating a lot of ramen shop here, but it looks like there's some live house still here, and there's ramen shops here. I think this is pretty new ramen shop, but I'm a bit tempted if it's not too busy. And this is the street that I, as a high school student, it's kind of excited to walk through because there's bars, and you don't know the pretty girls standing in front of bar. You don't know what sort of shops they are, and you know, little bit of you can see that mature adult side of the town, and still here. Oh, this is place I started drinking, and well, you might be wondering, I was only high school student, and why do you talking about drinking? Yeah, back then everything was like much more easier, and it wasn't like now that people say, oh, you're underage and you shouldn't drink. It was pretty relaxed back then. Anyway, all this, sure, but it's like any other city. Most of these shops are now closed. under the shadows, and so it's not easy to keep going business like this in Japan. So this is the extension of the Chuo Ginza. They actually made it the new side of Ginza. So see the roof, it's quite a beautiful structures. Not many Chuo Ginza is live like this, and I'm gonna show you something interesting. I used to walk through this little street and to find this funny building that I wanted to get in. Look at this. It's a lot of temptation here, and what I want to show you is this Eric Clapton's someone drew, and it's all faded, and it's not. What I want to show you is this. This is cinema place. It's called Takasaki Denkikan building. And see this building? It's very retro. See? Nowadays they showing normal movie like this, but it's such a classic movie place. And can you guess this? This is the gate. And when I was in high school, this was the pink movie stations. You know what it is? It's the pink station is the one that's like a poem, a soft poem movie they made by Nikatsu Roman porno. And if you are under 20, you're not allowed to walk in. So a lot of my friends are dressed like old men and then try to get in, and then they actually made it. But I never gets going. So this is my sweet memory, and then still here. Nowadays they showing this traditional Japanese kabuki, and also for this movie that this is Ryuichi Sakamoto, Senjo no Merry Christmas, and all this minor movie that they showing. But such a look at the details. Such a classic cinema place. Something else interesting that I want to show you is this. This is this stairwell. It goes down to now. It's like no one really using it, but this is used to be the disco that I really liked hanging around. So back then they started like a Maharaja, which is like the people dressed up like black and dancing techno, and then moving to like club, and it's like famous niggles come to the DJ here, and so the people dress more like a hip hop sort of crowds, and so that every weekend hold a different party. And when I was high school, this was the place and the cool place to hanging around, but it's all gone. It's very sad. And this is still part of Yanagawa-cho, so you get a lot of place like this, and so this building, I think inside of this building it's full of a small, what's it called, a pub. These pubs in Japan, is pub means like a small bar with the ladies. And other side of this complex is the ohori. So it must be the castles used to be here, and this is the ohori. The ohori is the canal around the castle to protect the castle. This is still here. A lot of cups here. See that? Here's a massive one. They all come to you because they think I'll feed them, but I have no bread to give to them. Anyway, So this is a small town, but I love coming back here because it's such a beautiful small town. But I have a lot of sweet memory in this small town. It's so exciting to walk around this street because I hang around here after school and many places gone, but like all these little bars like this, Baru Suzi's. It's still here. See? And it's just a very good size of a city. It's not too many people, but still got enough interesting things here.